Hello, and welcome to Gabbing on the Gold Coast. I am Abu Kisi. For this new series on Gabbing in the Gold Coast, we will be following two sisters to see their everyday lives as two everyday Gold Coast citizens. Our first story takes us with two 15-year-old twins, Yaya and Kukua Koho.
Both Yaya and Kukua were born in 1920 to what was a wealthy family that owned both gold mines and cocoa crops. Unfortunately for these two young women, their lives were ruined before they even began. This interview is top secret due to the British rule. Filming may be stopped abruptly at any time.
Oh. Hello, girls. Hi. Do you ever remember what freedom was like?
Well, stories have been passed down from generation to generation, so we know a lot about our grandparents' lives.
The British took control of our kingdom in 1874 and made it a protectorate of Britain. Now, in 1935, we have no freedom. The only taste of freedom are the stories that have been passed on.
Now, can you explain to me as well as the viewers what exactly is a protectorate?
A protectorate is a territory that has its own government, but has its policies guided by a foreign government. They basically came into our kingdom and told us how it was and what they were going to do, and we obeyed and we followed them, not only because we had to, but because it kind of appealed to us.
Now, why do you, a common Gold Coast citizen, believe that the British came in and took over?
Well, from the stories we've heard, they just wanted our cocoa and our gold, but we couldn't fight back. They have weapons, we have sticks, they have witches, we have none.
The only reason why they are here is because of our resources. They have found work in those who have no voices, and gold and cocoa can be taken for cheap. We understand that they are taking advantage of us, but we simply can't rebel. While they are here, they have imposed their religion, their ways, and torn down our ways of living.
They're like a disease. They just want to spread themselves.
Now, what are some of the negative effects of British rule?
There's a big income gap. The Europeans are getting richer while we are getting poorer. There's a ridiculous amount of taxes to pay. Even if we don't have enough money to pay them, we must sell our things such as cash crops and our own possessions. They have split up our families. Our baby brother was taken into another kingdom because of these illogical boundaries.
I'm so sorry. Are there any good things that have come of this?
Well, they've introduced the steady education system, and roads have been built, and there's more medical care.
But a lot of the medical care is for the wealthy. Going back to the income gap, most people can't afford the care. We've had friends that have died from, just innocent diseases because they can't afford it.
But at least we can go to school.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Run! Hello, and welcome back to Gabbing in the Gold Coast. I am Abba Kisi, and I apologize for that brief interruption. As our series continues, I am meeting with the girls who are no longer 15. Although we have spent the last half of our lives in jail, we were previously freed by the Convention People's Party, also known as the CPP, led by Nkrumah. The people of the Gold Coast are fed up and are uniting against Britain because we are tired of being controlled in our own country. So please welcome Yaya and Kukua. Hello, girls.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
What's been going on in your lives?
Well, I knew as soon as World War II was ending that my freedom was soon to come. Many citizens, including myself, caught the nationalist fever, uniting all of us under one goal: freedom.
We joined the Convention People's Party as soon as we were released from jail and began participating in strikes and boycotts. The British soon began making changes and gave us local government.
Thankfully, once Nkrumah was released from jail, he was able to run for office. He won victory in the first election and he became our Prime Minister. However, the British government had the overall power. But hey, it's a step forward.
A new constitution was created in 1954 to provide a self-government for our society. Unfortunately, the Convention People's Party was challenged by the National Liberation Movement, and widespread violence and demonstrations began to break out.
When we joined the CPP, we were reunited with our younger brother who was separated from us during the imperialist movement. We fought side by side for him for many years, but when the National Liberation Movement moved in, he was killed, and we had to face losing him once again.
Oh, that must have been really hard on you guys. Well, on another personal note, my career, finances, and property were all destroyed and taken away from me. But thanks to the new freedom, things are slowly starting to come back. I mean, they're never going to be the same as they once were.
But at least they called the new elections in 1956, and we won the overall vote.
Wait, hang on. What? Are you serious?
Wait, what?
Hello, and welcome back to the new and improved, not gabbing in the Gold Coast, but gabbing in Ghana. Please help me welcome Yaya and Kukua Koho. Now girls, last time we talked, we, along with the rest of the world, found out the wonderful news of our independence in Ghana. Now please, can you recap with myself, as well as the viewers, your initial reactions and emotions upon hearing this amazing news?
Oh my gosh, we were so excited. We had just been released from jail a couple years earlier, and we had so much determination to become free citizens in our own land, we couldn't have been happier.
We knew our family, especially our brother who was helping us fight for independence, were looking down smiling. They couldn't have been more proud.
Wow. Now can you please describe to the viewers what the next few years held in store for our country?
Our once Prime Minister, Nkrumah, became victorious and was elected president in 1960. He didn't last long though.
Yeah, the expenses of Lake Volta, the largest man-made lake which generates electricity for the people, just exceeding the country's budget.
Ghana had a very big difference in monetary classes. The gap between the poor and the rich was creating great turmoil in the country. While the economy still kept declining over the course of the many power struggles, this could be compared to the United States in the 1930s Depression, of one of the major gaps between the rich and the poor, and none of our presidents could keep hold of the economy, in which case much turmoil began.
Unlike the United States, though, the low amount of money we maintained caused a higher desire for dictatorship. Our people were so desperate to get out of the recession that they were willing to turn to anyone. It really reminds us of World War II. You know, the Germans had similar feelings towards their government as we did to ours. So, Jerry Rawlings came along. But thankfully, he's nothing like Hitler.
Yeah.
He's done such a great job increasing our economy, to the point that even 70% of the world's cocoa comes from Ghana. How about that, Britain?
Okay, well personally, I don't really like him. He just seems to be moving so fast.
Really? How so?
Well, nothing really seems real anymore. I mean, he just moves through changes so quickly, and he says he's restoring democracy and rebuilding financial aid, but he's missing out on the minor details that will come back in the future and hurt us.
I guess, but he saved our country thus far, and we have to give him credit for that. We're so well off because of him. We've been able to avoid major war and continuous coups, unlike most of Africa's countries. In 1983, the government of Ghana launched an economic recovery program that's similar to that of many programs and bills being passed in the United States, such as health care, in order to take care of more people and therefore stimulate the economy. So, I'd say we got it pretty good.
You have a good point. Well, that's all the time we have for today. See you next time in Gabbing in Ghana. Yaya and Kukua Koshu. Tied. T-I-E-D.
It's T-H-I-E-D or E-I-E-D or whatever, but it's pronounced apartheid.
Oh, we got this.
We got this.
It was like, we usually like